Hello friends, welcome back to my channel InfoThing. Now here I came up with weekly analysis on banking and financial awareness. So these banking updates we are covering between 4th May and 10th May, which will be useful for your all upcoming banking and insurance related exams. So let's start our session. Now the first question says, who has been appointed as CRO, Chief Risk Officer of S Bank? So here the question is regarding S Bank. So recently this Enforcement Directorate ED filed a charge sheet against this S Bank co-founder Mr. Rana Kapoor. He was arrested on money laundering charges. So after that S Bank went under crisis, and after that RBI implements so many strategic plans to recover this bank. And also SBA, our biggest bank in India, so biggest lender, SBA also taken a step to help this bank too. So after that, Government of India appointed new stakeholders for this bank. So here the question is, who is a new, who has been appointed as a new Chief Risk Officer of S Bank? So here the answer is Neeraj Dhawan. So Neeraj Dhawan appointed as a CRO for the tenure of 3 years. So when it comes to static portion of this question, when it comes to the headquarters of this S Bank, the S Bank headquarters Mumbai, and the tagline of S Bank, it is experience our expertise. So experience our expertise, it is S Bank tagline. And when it comes to the MD and CEO of S Bank, his name is Prashant Kumar. So here the static part question of main important question is the MD and CEO of S Bank present, his name is Prashant Kumar. So here the answer is Neeraj Dhawan as CRO of S Bank. Now we'll move to the second question. Now the second question says, name the policy announced by Union Minister Nitin Gadkari to focus on entrepreneurship development in rural, tribal, agricultural and forest areas for manufacturing products using local raw material. So which policy they recently announced here? Here they are asking policy name. So the policy name is Agro MSME policy. So it is the main purpose of launching this policy is to focus and uplift this MSME sector. So this MSME sector as recently which is affected during this lockdown COVID-19. So now the Union Minister of MSME and the Transport Minister Mr. Nitin Gadkari recently announced this Agro MSME policy, and that will focus on entrepreneurship development in rural, tribal, agricultural and forest areas for manufacturing products using local raw material. So here why they are saying local raw material means that this policy is main focusing on export enhancement and import substitution. So the main purpose is, so we have to decrease the imports and we have to increase the exports with using local raw material. So this policy is main focusing on innovation also. So innovation, entrepreneurship, science and technology, these things should convert to knowledge into wealth. So the main of this agro policy is to provide further extension of moratorium. Recently that Government of India announced this moratorium plan and the payment of salaries to workers during lockdown. So when a helpline for MSME, so it is like a helpline for MSME and strengthening access to the finance. So through this policy, they are strengthening the access to this finance in this MSME sector. So the main policy, as I told, is to focus and uplift the MSME sector which is affected during this lockdown. So here the answer is Agro MSME policy. So this policy main focus on entrepreneurship development in rural, tribal and agriculture and forest area for manufacturing products using local raw material. So when it comes to the static part of this question, they may be asked in our examinations, who is MSME Minister of India? So the answer is Mr. Nitin Gadkari. He is a MSME Minister as well as he is a Road Transport and Highways Minister also. That was about second question. Now the third question says, which organization recently launched a video-based KYC process model? So really it is a very important question regarding KYC. So here the answer is AMIO. So AMIO, it is an end-to-end solution company. They are providing technology services to businesses. So they recently launched this video-based KYC process. So for businesses, so for eliminating need of physical presence. So this company verify the KYC documents through video based. So no need of going visiting any offices, no need of appearing physical presence also. So By using this technology, the companies can reduce their cost of operations and their field agent equipments and document process, all these things. So here these company will follow, along with following RBI guidelines, they verify the KYC process. So and the remaining customers, so they'll remind customers and they will make schedule to do this process. So it is easy for most of businesses. So in soon maybe most of companies will follow this technology, video based KYC process. So here the answer is AMIO. So they are providing this video based KYC process. Now we'll see the next question. Friends, if you're watching first time our channel, please subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon to get the latest notification to your mobile. If you're already subscribed, please like, share and comment on our videos. And the fourth question says, which bank has recently launched Hum Har Nahi Manenge song? So this song has recently released by which bank? So here the answer is HDFC Bank. So HDFC Bank, a collaborative song titled this Hum Har Nahi Manenge. So means in English, we will not lose. So to keep up hopes due to this COVID-19, the ongoing nation lockdown and coronavirus pandemic. So this bank has recently launched this we will not lose. So Hum Har Nahi Manenge. So here the answer is HDFC Bank. The fifth question says, who has been nominated as the director on the Central Board of RBI? So here the answer is Tarun Bajaj. So Tarun Bajaj, he is Secretary of Economic Affairs Department of Finance in Government of India. Now he has been appointed. He has been nominated as a director of the Central Board of Reserve Bank of India. So this nomination was done by Government of India. So here the answer is Tarun Bajaj. He has been nominated as the director on the Central Board of RBI. Now, sixth question says, who has been appointed as MD and CEO of Max Bupa Health Insurance? So here the answer is Krishnan Ramachandran. So Krishnan Ramachandran is a new MD and CEO of Max Bupa Health Insurance. Earlier in place of MD and CEO, his name is Ashish Malhotra. So after that, he is recently newly appointed as MD and CEO of Max Bupa Health Insurance. His name is Krishnan Ramachandran. Now when it comes to seventh one, who has been nominated as the US representative to IBRD, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. So here the answer is who is nominated. So here the answer is Ashok Michael Pinto. So Ashok Michael Pinto, he is Indo-American advocate. So he recently nominated as US representative to World Banks. So World Bank's leading hand in this IBRD, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. So this nomination is done by US President Donald Trump. So he appointed as a US alternate executive director of IBRD for a term of 2 years. So for a term of 2 years. So now President Ashok Michael Pinto, he serves as a counselor to the Under Secretary of International Affairs at the United States Department of Treasury. Now after that, now US President Donald Trump nominated him as US representative to this IBRD, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. So the answer is Ashok Michael Pinto. Now the eighth question says, first state in the country to provide free and cashless insurance premium to the people of that state. So here the answer is Maharashtra. So Mahatma Jyoti Phule Jan Arogya Yojanas. So it is in that free cashless insurance premium scheme name. So Mahatma Jyoti Phule Jan Arogya Yojana. So this scheme has launched by Maharashtra government. So the state has become the first state. So Maharashtra is the first state to provide this free and cashless insurance premium to people of that state. So under this scheme, people in the state with ration card and the domicile certificate, so can avail this benefit. And the benefits are which are free and cashless health insurance to every ration card person, and they should show domicile certificate. So local proof certificate, local birth certificate they should show, because that certificates shows the person belong to that state. So the first state is Maharashtra. The answer is Maharashtra. That scheme name is Mahatma Jyoti Phule Jan Arogya Scheme. It is the first state in India started this free and cashless insurance premium scheme. Now, ninth question says, which financial institution recently disbursed 12,767 crore rupees in a week at an interest of 4.8% to all state cooperative banks and regional banks to further on lending to farmers. So, further lending to farmers. So, which financial institution given 12,767 crore rupees at an interest of 4.8% to state and regional banks? So, here the answer is NABARD, of course. So, National Bank of Agriculture and Rural Development. So, they recently announced this much amount disbursed to these banks for further lending to farmers. It is an aim to relieve tensions on farmers raising this due to lockdown situations. So here the answer is NABARD. So when it comes to static question of static part of this question, NABARD headquarters Mumbai, Maharashtra, and present chairman of NABARD Harsh Kumar Banwala. So now we'll move on to the next question. Now 10th question says Vista Equity invested a 2.32% stake in which organization in India? So first we will see what is this Vista Equity. So Vista Equity, it is an American private equity and venture capital company. So this company has invested 2.32% stake in which organization in India. So in India they invested in which organization? So see here the answer is Reliance Jio. So recently this private equity firm Vista Equity has invested 2.32% stake in. So they bought a 2.32% stake from Reliance Jio. So it is equals to in Indian rupees around 11,367 crores. So this much crores they invested, they bought this much shares from this Reliance Jio. So this investment will make Vista the largest investor in Jio platform after Facebook. So in Jio platform earlier Facebook has invested around 9.99%. It is equal to almost 47,000 plus crores. So after that this Vista Equity, it is also an American private equity and venture capital fund company. So it is invested in this Reliance Jio. So when comes to the static part of this question, the headquarters of this Vista Equity, Austin, Texas, United States, and the present CEO of this Vista Equity, Robert F. Smith. So Robert F. Smith. So here the answer is Reliance Jio. Now the 11th question says, which country recently introduced its new currency as Thoman to tackle inflation? So here one more question is there in this question. Which country recently changed their currency name and what is meant by tackle of this inflation? So inflation matlab kya hai? So first we will see the inflation definition. So inflation, it is a situation of rising prices in the economy. So it is a more exact definition of inflation is increasing the general price level of the economy. Means what you can say, the cost of living. So cost of living as per price of the goods and services is raised like anything. So in that situation, that concerned central bank, concerned country's central bank and government of that country may change the value of that currency. So here the same thing happened as far as in this question concerned, which country it was happened. So recently in Iran. So here the answer is Iran. So Iran country has recently and dealt with this inflation. So here the question is, which country has recently introduced this new currency as Toman? So Iran earlier their currency was real. Now due to this inflation problem, so they changed this currency value and currency name also. So they changed the currency name real to Toman and the value of the currency also. So 1 real equal to almost 10,000 sorry, one Toman equal to 10,000 reals nearly. So 1 Toman, so new currency of 1 Toman equal to 10,000 reals. So here the answer is Iran. So when it comes to static part of this question, the central bank of Iran name is Bank Melli Iran. So it really it's very important question in this session. So it may ask in further next upcoming bank examinations. So the Iran central bank name is Bank Melli Iran. So the capital of Iran, you might have known already, Tehran. So these are the static part of this question. So here the answer is Iran. So Iran earlier currency name is Rial, the present currency name is Toman. Now 12th question says, with whom Department of Textile and Fiber Engineering and IIT Delhi has signed a memorandum of understanding MOU to perform R&D of personal protective equipment, so PPEs. So these PPEs using to tackle this COVID-19 patients, the doctors doctors and nurses wearing these PPEs. So if the answer is PNB Housing Finance. So PNB Housing Finance has signed this MOU with IIT Delhi to support this critical research and development of this reusable PPEs. Reusable of these PPEs, that surgical gowns and masks, so which will be used at government hospitals. So this MOU is signed to enhance this R&D of personal protective equipment by making them highly affordable, and it's reusable and sustainable to health workers and government hospitals. So when it comes to static part of this question, the PNB Housing Finance headquarters is New Delhi. If the answer is PNB Housing Finance. Now 13th question says, who appointed as Director General to Labour Bureau? So here the answer is DPS Negi. So he is Indian Economic Service Officer. He took charge as Director General of Labour Bureau in the Ministry of Labour and Employment. So when it comes to static part of this question, the present Labour Minister Sri Santosh Kumar Gangwar. So presently DPS Negi, he is appointed as Director General to Labour Bureau. So this Labour Bureau collects and analyzes the data related to workers, employment and retail inflation of the country. So now present DPS Negi, he also assumed charge as Senior Labour and Employment Advisor of the Ministry also. This Labour Ministry also. So here the answer is DPS Negi. So he is a 1985 batch Economic Service Officer. Now the 14th question says, which financial institution launched a digital platform that will educate stakeholders in the SME, small and medium enterprises ecosystem? So it's a really important question. Which financial institution has launched a digital platform that will educate stakeholders in the SME ecosystem? So the answer is SIDBI, Small Industries Development Bank of India. SIDBI. So this SIDBI is all set to launch this digital platform. It will educate stakeholders in the SME ecosystem. So this India's SME service platform, it will give MSMEs information on operations, finance, credit and other services. So this is they recently launched a website. So through that website they can get all information regarding operations, finance, credits and other services. So it will give you an opportunity to look for marketplace, documentation support and loan management also. So this SIDBI has launched this digital platform. It will educate stakeholders in the SME enterprise ecosystem. So the answer is SIDBI. Now the 15th question says, who is headed by IRDAI's panel to frame standard professional indemnity policy for insurance intermediaries? We'll read question once again. Who is headed by IRDAI's panel to frame standard professional indemnity policy for insurance intermediaries? So here the answer is Srimati Agnapriya Bhatt. She has been headed by this IRDAI's panel. So this panel does to frame a standard professional indemnity policy for whom? For insurance intermediaries. So here the question is, who are the insurance intermediaries? So insurance intermediary means like individual agents, corporate agents, of course banks also. So banks and brokers, insurance marketing firms, all we all will call them as insurance intermediaries. So they are the intermediaries. So here the answer is Agnapriya Bhatt. So she has been added to this panel. When it comes to the static part of this question, IRDA headquarters Hyderabad, Telangana. So in this panel, along with Srimati Agnapriya Bhatt, other also there, other panel members also there. They are Umesh Rathod, Kasturi Sengupta, Surabhi Goyal and Nizam B. So they are the other members in this panel. So now we'll see what is the main purpose of this panel. So the main purpose is to set up a panel to frame standard professional indemnity policy for insurance intermediates that can be issued by all the insurers. So this professional indemnity policy offers protection to professional against potential claims for injury or loss. So here the answer is Agnapriya Bhatt. Friends, that was all about today's session on banking and financial updates. I hope you like this video session. Don't forget to like and share this video, friends. Please tell to your friends to subscribe my channel if you like my information really. And thank you all. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.